it comes to shooting, I like to say I grew up in the church of Reggie Miller, then found new religion in Ray Allen. I mean, come on, the man's nickname was Jesus. But that was then. Now, I have no hesitation in naming who I think is the greatest shooter ever. And the fact that we are getting to watch him hone his craft in real time is pretty cool. As you have undoubtedly heard several times by now, Steph Curry set an NBA Finals record by hitting 9 threes last night. But as usual, it wasn't just the number of threes, but his timeliness in hitting them, and well, just how flat out ridiculous some of them were. Let's review, shall we? There was this 28-footer in the first quarter. Oh, hello. And here's something fun. Second Spectrum tracking data tells us how likely the average NBA player is to make each shot that Curry took in Game 2. So that's what that 34% is on the corner of your screen. Now, Steph's second tray of the game came in the second quarter. That one is 26 feet, had only a 35% chance, if anyone but Steph had been hitting it. But it was Steph, so, 100%. Number 3, yes, this is absurd. 28% chance of making that pull-up jumper, 29 feet out. Number 4, the nice little 30-footer for you. And then, well, now here's something else that's kind of interesting. Steph didn't have a three-pointer in the third quarter, the quarter that for most of these playoffs has been his happy place. In fact, he was 0 for 5 from behind the arc as the Cavs kept working to tighten the score. But then, right at the end of the third, there was this feisty little exchange between Steph, who is listed at 6'3", 190, and Kendrick Perkins, who is 6'10", and I don't know, about 100 pounds heavier than him. And look, this is sort of why the Cavs have Kendrick with him for this playoff run, right? To put some fight in the dog, so to speak. But in this case, it might have backfired. So Steph didn't want to talk about it on the podium, but when I spoke to him in the hallway, he told me that while the actual exchange with Perk wasn't a big deal, it was about Perk not moving when he was coming over to the side. He said, quote, "Sometimes something like that refocuses you." Let's just say I was focused in the fourth quarter. Well, yes, he was. That is when we got this 26-foot step back.
Oh, Larry Nance.
Then the 23-footer.
Larry Nance.
And then, well, this is the one that's going to be on highlight reels to the end of time. We will let the...
Thought I had a layup at first, and I fumbled the ball, and then tried to see where the defense was, and Kevin Love was right on me, and I actually lost a dribble for a hot second, and the only way to get a shot was to keep going back.
I felt like it was well contested. We played 23 and a half good seconds of defense, and he turned around and hit a moon ball.
Just kept going backwards. I don't know why, but he just threw it up, and I don't think he had any chance of going in, but that was kind of like a dagger shot and just gave us all the momentum back.
Clay forever. Anyway, no, Steph was not done yet. There was this from the corner. And yep, lastly, another step back three. And it is remarkable when you see them all together because it underlines the thing about Steph, which is that he can get his shot off anywhere, anyway, when he is feeling it. No distance is safe. That is why a few years ago he literally revolutionized the way the NBA game is played, and why I don't understand why everyone is such a lather right now over whether Steph can finally win his first Finals MVP. Yeah, he could definitely win it, but really, who cares? The man is a two-time actual MVP, poised to win his third ring, and guess what? All praise and hallelujah, he is the greatest shooter of all time.
New church.
Church services resume on Wednesday.